Buttertown, hand to hand, we got your back. We make our stand. Laugh at the pain, rise with the band. Brothers, sisters, all the fam. Buttertown, doors are wide, open mind. So come inside, clap on two, stomp on four. This is what the song is. Buttertown, forever together. Grab a drink, pull up a seat. Welcome to Buttertown.
You gonna do the joke from before? No, fuck it, because you're a one and done kind of person. Like, why would you ever redo a joke?
The joke.
Yeah. I always wondered that about you because like you've never been the kind of person to like practice a joke outside of the joke being the practice of the joke. Like in high school, we used to like retell the jokes over and over, but like that was part of the funniness, was retelling it and understanding that your joke was a joke on other people at the same time. And you said you did stand up before, and I would have paid so fucking much.
It was really short.
I'm sure it was.
The time flew by fast because I wasn't supposed to go up there. I wasn't even supposed to be up there.
Get the fuck out. No,
the guy I was talking with, I told him that I was I had like a loose bit together that I wanted to do. And he's like, oh, that's interesting. Because he was up there it was like an open mic night.
yeah.
And he was the MC and he just called me up. He's like,
Oh,
"Ladies
like
and
so you
gentlemen."
didn't even like volunteer. You weren't
Nope.
like
No, I was brought up like slightly drunk, not super drunk, but slightly drunk.
that's actually good.
Because it was at a bar, and we were just chatting, and
Obviously.
yeah, I did that one just out of the box.
How long was it? Like, do you remember?
It's probably just a few minutes. I mean, it was short.
I mean, that's good. What's the rule of thumb is the tight five? Like
It was about 5 minutes.
oh shit! All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of the jokes?
Yes. I mean it was I remember I bookended the whole thing. Because
You did? You bookended it?
I bookended it.
Good
so
for you.
What it was I told the joke about, or no, at first I said, my name is so and so, and I said that I was in the United States Air Force, and then kind of went on to a little bit of explaining about like all the different types of Air Forces, and ended by talking about the Marines, and then I started telling a story about Tony. And like some stories that
Was it a real story?
it was a real story. It was a real story with Tony and how how diabolical those Marines could be, and how he used to wake up early in the morning after he'd had sex with a girl, and he'd get up and he'd crap in the bed and roll her over in it, and then she would freak out about it and then leave, and he knew that he'd never have to talk to her again, which I thought is fucking diabolical.
That's vile.
Yeah. Also, it's evil, but also like evil genius level shit. Like if that's what you want, it's like, that's fucking crazy and you're an awful person. You're also like,
Yeah.
like Machiavellian level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I went on and I started telling all these other jokes, and I ended it with the one girl that I dated when I was in college, or in high school and in college, who was a crazy person, and ended it with the story of like me trying to get my stuff back and her saying that she knew an Iraqi girl, and if her and I stopped loving each other, her Iraqi boyfriend was dead. Do you remember this person? Okay. Okay, I can tell this story. So yeah, there was a girl that I was dating.
Yeah.
We had been dating for several years.
This is real.
It did not work out. You remember the girl.
No, I remember the girl. I just
Yeah.
I don't know the story.
So all I did was just want my stuff back. Dude just wanted his rug back. I mean, that's how it was. But she showed up at my dorm room, and she was in high school at the time. She showed up in my dorm room at like, it was super early in the morning. And was it super early? The cop that showed up after that.
This escalated.
Yeah. So the cop showed up after this. She showed up, I think, like sometime just the day before the cop showed up. So all I wanted was my stuff back. and she knocks on my door. I was with another girl at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the girl that I liked a lot at the
Yeah.
time. I was with her. I asked her to leave. So me and this high school girl who I used to date are
so
talking.
weird to
And I'm
hear.
like, all I want is my stuff. And she's like, I'll give your stuff back. But first I want you to know, like, my friend who's an Iraqi refugee wants to talk to you before I give you your stuff back. And in broken English, she explained to me that the love that she saw in between me and my then ex-girlfriend was so great that she knew that her boy was alive, her boy in Iraq was still alive, and that she would meet up with him again one day. And if we broke up, that meant that he was dead. And it was...
What the
And I remember thinking, like, I had posters up on my wall.
dead Iraqis?
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of the worst possible
I
scenario.
had posters up on my wall. I had posters about girls with a bunch of butts.
Okay.
just
Oh yeah, I remember that poster. Yeah,
poster with a bunch of butts.
yeah. A harmless poster, by the way.
Yeah, it's just like your typical college guy.
It was a PG
yeah.
poster.
Yeah, it was just butts. And she pointed at the poster and she said, you like these girls? And I'm like, these girls are okay. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, she really laid something really heavy on me.
Ew,
It was
no.
awful. You gotta remember, like, I was like an 18-year-old dumbass kid. And
Yeah.
she's like laying something as heavy as that on me. And then I said, yeah, they're okay. I like them. And then she just goes, these girls are bitch. And I said, they're bitch, huh? She goes,
Is that where
"They
that's-
are bitch? These girls are bitch."
That's where that came from. I've heard you say that for years.
So I kind of chuckled and laughed.
Uh-huh.
And then she started yelling and screaming, like bloody murder, yelling and screaming and hitting me. And then I remember, like, the door was open the whole time because I didn't feel comfortable being in a closed room. The door was open.
Agreed.
The girl I was dating was by the door. The other girl, the Iraqi refugee girl, was like in the middle of the dorm room by the beds, pointing at the wall. She's beating me. She started yelling and screaming. I grab her arms to get her to stop hitting me. And then she really started screeching bloody murder. And then like seriously freaking out. And then people started to show up around my room. And the funny thing is that you don't remember this, but you had to show up and pick her up and get her out of there. How do you forget
Are you
this?
fucking kidding
yeah,
me?
so she hit me. Yeah, she hit me and knocked me on the ground. And I started to low crawl under the bed to get away from her. And I remember like her grabbing me by the ankle and pulling me out from underneath the bed and just thinking like, what is happening?
It's like that
And
mom
it was-
strength where they
and it,
take over
dude,
cars.
Oh my God. It was so embarrassing. Like I'm getting like, this girl is beating on me and these people that
For
I was
no
on the
reason.
this was in Grant South. Yeah. This person who was beating on me pulls me out of the bed and just starts hitting me again. And that's when you picked her up. And like, you literally picked her up and talked to the other girl and then they left. I don't know how you forgot that. But then I
don't
explained
remember
to
it
the
at all.
crowd, had I had a little bit of forethought and had I known all that stuff would have happened, I would have woken up quietly in the middle of the night, taken down my pants, shit in the bed, and rolled her over in it. And then, good night, everybody. It was really great.
Holy shit, man.
That was my,
Oh, that's a great bit.
yeah, it was super short. I can't do it on TV because it was dirty.
Yeah. I mean, who the
But-
fuck cares about TV anymore? Like, internet's where everything is.
Yeah. So
We control what we watch.
yeah,
Dude, that's fucking great, man.
it was a weird time. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that I do think that I have a decent memory, and I think it's helpful. Because I don't know why the hell I remember any of this stuff. I mean, it's crazy that like why people don't remember. Memory's weird. Why do like some people like remember everything or remember a lot? And my memory's like nothing compared to like what my older brother could remember.
Oh, yeah.
Or my dad. Like they had like
Oh, your
incredible-
dad was good at that?
Yeah, he was like the OG, like really good memory.
That's cool.
Like I can pull a lot of stuff out of my ass.
Oh, you're incredible.
Not like them. They were like really good.
Well, Jeff, yeah, I get that.
Because Jeff could like, I need a prompt like that. Like I forgot all those things.
Like your books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like when you're like, hey, you remember you did this bit? And then my brain just was like, was the bit.
So it's basically like a Dewey Decimal System for
Kind of.
memory.
Yeah. And then it'll just get folded like, or it's like an archive.
And then origamied back.
You know
into
how
the
like,
mix.
you know how like your computer will like archive the memory? Mm-hmm. Just goes into like overstock until you need it.
Yeah.
But I need to know what file I need to look for, and then I can open up the file again.
Holy shit. Yeah, your brain is like a computer because like the file is not an open thing. It's not an accessible thing until you open the file and then it
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'd have no idea what's inside the file.
But I mean,
So it would
it's
just
like,
be gone forever.
yeah, holy shit.
And then after time, like, you know, with like your newer computers and stuff like that, like if you haven't touched the file or done anything with it in a long time, it just gets put in an archive.
Or like RAR'd, like you RAR your files away.
Rawr.
Exactly.
I don't know what that is, but
Like zipping, but better.
yes, sure.
Zip is one file. RAR is many files. So it keeps it infinitely small.
Oh, wow.
Without chugging up the same amount of space and shit.
And yeah. So yeah, that's the way that it is. So our president just invaded a country and stole their leader, and
And put him on trial
And he's
in
putting him on
America.
yeah, isn't it funny? What Fredo points out, you know, he's a pedophile, right? But his administration weren't successful in like getting the American people not to talk about him being a pedophile. So he had to import an illegal alien to do the job that his people couldn't do.
Wow. Was that in the group chat?
Yeah,
I didn't see
Fredo
that.
did that
Holy
one.
shit.
Yep, I thought that was pretty baller. That was very smart.
Fuck. Fuck, that's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
And their reasoning is for drugs. You fucking asshole. You just pardoned the biggest drug lord on the fucking planet. What, like 2 months ago? A month ago?
one of the biggest ones.
Okay, say a second, whatever it was. Like, because he was like ranked. Yeah, I know. This is a really weird. It's just for the blacktop. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really weird on the touching it, right?
Yeah.
You see like little there's like little
Like
nuggets.
I want it to be smooth, but it isn't. And I know
for
that I
for
can
those
smooth
not
it out.
watching the video.
Yeah, this is very tactile. And,
It's
and podcasts are not very
we,
tactile.
we should. Oh, god damn! Is that a great topic? Podcasts are not very tactile. Because why type shit when I can just say it again?
Yeah.
We had a shoot right before this. That's why everything's set up all like this. And we needed a table topper, and we couldn't find anything. So we're like, fuck it, use this. That's why it feels all sequency, because it is sequence.
I think it's wonderful.
I am aghast at our country every fucking day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that there's a lot of people that I'm reading online are saying like, oh, that's great. Anyway, about those files.
Me too. I keep seeing the same GIF over and over. Like, you remember those old albums? Like that. Now that's what I call pop. It's like, now that's what I call the Epstein file, or, you know, distracting from the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Keep doing it, man.
Keep doing it.
There's one guy on Reddit who like reposts, like every fucking time there's a comment about Epstein, he'll repost this massive comment where it's all the direct links to all the proof and all the criminal accusations and the felonies and all the things that were proven, blah blah. It's just,
And that's like just
keep
a
posting,
fraction
keep
of the
posting, keep
files.
posting.
That's only a fraction of what they've released. They've already like broken the law and not released everything.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing: is people keep arguing that they keep arguing that they're breaking the law. They haven't followed the law since day one. Since day one,
Yeah.
have not followed the law. And I'm not trying to say like I'm a hipster for this because, you know, I was on this fucking beat before anyone else. That's not the point. But like everyone was saying this from the very beginning, that laws aren't going to even fucking remotely come into it. The only thing that stands in their way is decorum, is what has come before as being the right thing to do.
We need
And
like,
that shit is not on the board.
No, we need whoever comes. If we even have the ability to vote, like I really I
He said that
envision.
today. Said that today, by the way.
Yeah, I envision his path, his golden path. If you want to like have like a Dune reference, the golden path for him to be able to block the elections now. If he
The
if he
post
goes
office just did this last week.
well, no,
Or 2 weeks ago.
So Miller's wife and now Miller today have gone and pushed even further, saying that they're just going to take Greenland, that they're fine with doing it militarily.
Yeah, he did say, who's gonna stop us?
Yeah, Denmark and Europe are like really starting to like actually have replies to that of, like we're not going to stand for
Good.
this. Like you got to remember, like if this happens and NATO, that would collapse NATO because NATO.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, NATO is built around America.
Oh, okay. So, honest question. You probably know this epically more than me. But since America has not been giving a shit about NATO, and he's even said multiple times, the current regime has said multiple times, we don't want to be a part of this. It shouldn't be a thing.
Trump doesn't want it to be a thing.
yeah.
And no, conservatives and billionaires don't want it to be a thing.
Yes.
And the oligarchs from other countries, like in Russia, don't want it to be a thing. Specifically, like Russia doesn't want NATO because NATO and the fear of NATO is what's preventing. That's like kind of like what's holding back Russia from the rest of Ukraine and Poland and all that.
That sounds familiar.
And if NATO collapses, then new alliances are going to have to come about.
So do you really think it'll collapse because of America going to war with another NATO?
Yes, 100%.
Or do you think the rest of the NATO will fucking wise up and go, they are not the America that they were before. They are now treasonous to not only their own country, but to NATO as a whole.
Well, I think if we invade Greenland and start taking that from them,
Yeah.
and NATO collapses because NATO's built around us, I could see new alliances forming, which would essentially be maybe not all of Europe, but a good chunk of Europe. Like if you get like other nuclear powers like Germany, France, Britain. God, if Britain goes against us again, like that would be crazy.
Dude.
But if you have all those people come against us and then declare war on us, bickety bam, now we're at war.
And we're the axis of evil.
And now we're the axis of evil, but even more so, we don't have anything in our constitution like Ukraine does, where it says that you can't have an election if you're at war. We don't have anything like that.
Oh, I thought we did.
No, but Trump will say that, and his base will just eat up whatever he says. Like it doesn't really matter what
No shit,
reality
right.
is. They're just going to believe whatever he says. And that is all that you need. You need just plausible. You're like, well, now we have to go to war. And then these people will believe it. So I thought it would be like more Civil War stuff when this stuff kicked off. Like,
Me
like
too.
us going to war with Europe, it is just so fucking crazy. All because that dude trafficked and raped children. And
Yep.
yeah. I was
Yep.
I was writing a reply to somebody. Somebody was writing on Reddit, and I replied to them because they wanted somebody who was like a conservative. Well, actually, they wanted somebody who was MAGA, who was wising up. And and I essentially told them like I'm not MAGA and wising up, but I was a former conservative in the '90s, and told them I was in the military, and kind of told them about my time in the military and how once I got out and just seeing like how I kind of split it into like the affluent conservative and the non-affluent conservative. Like the affluent conservatives are never going to fight the war. They're not going to fight the war.
Neither will their sons or daughters.
Their sons or daughters will never fight the war. If they do, they'll be officers and stuff like that, and they won't like really see a battlefield. Like they might see some battlefields in like a few instances, just to get some battle time.
There you go. Just to get the medal so they can get their
so they
shit
can
later.
continue. Which it's really what JFK was there for. He wasn't there to fight any wars. JFK was there to be able
To say he was
say he was at war
Bingo.
so he could get elected, and that's what a lot of these guys do. I wouldn't say that for the first George Bush, but the second George Bush was that. First George Bush, that dude was he was a real deal, man. That guy was like a real World War II fighter pilot and ran the CIA. He was a legit dude. But so they're not going to fight those wars. But I explained to them like that I was a poor conservative, and I said like the poor conservatives, you don't have any money when you're a poor. all you have is your hard work and your work ethic. And I kind of explained to him that the only currency that I had as a poor conservative person was my pride. And
That's alarming.
and if you think about it, like if your only currency is pride when you're a poor conservative, it makes a lot of sense that they're not going to admit that they're wrong because
Bingo.
now you're bankrupt.
Yes, exactly.
So I don't know. It was just something like as I was writing, it just kind of came out, and it made a lot of sense to me as I was just kind of like writing it out in my head.
Holy shit.
But yeah, and those people, it's easy to convince poor conservatives if they got nothing and you've convinced them that they're going to have a better life if they work hard. And they're like, well, shit, my dad worked hard. I'm going to work hard. I do work hard, and I'll do what's good. I'm going to kill everybody they tell me to so I can have the life that the other people do. Good. And then when you get out and you realize that you are a fucking pawn, you were never a king, and you never will be a king. And it's hard. And that's why I think there's so many, I think there's a lot of people that get out of the military and like realize how bullshit it is. And, if they go to do college and stuff and like actually realize the real world isn't what they thought it was. And that like the simple assumptions that are force fed to them by Fox News aren't real. Like they can change, but like, I know my change took like over a decade. Mine took a long time. I got out in 2004. I don't think I was like really fully on board probably like 2016.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, no, I always kind of like had it in my pocket of like, like maybe this is like something I could go back to or something like that. I don't see it anymore. The Republican Party's dead. It's gone. It's gone. It's it is seriously like an evil organization now.
And you keep hearing the people, it's like, well, I'm not a part of that club, but I am conservative. It's like, no,
you can be conservative,
yes,
but if you're a
Republican,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, if you look to your left and right and there's a guy in the Klan on your left and there's a white supremacist on your right, dude, you're
among them.
You're among them. You're a white supremacist.
Yep. Whether you want to believe it or not.
Yeah. And like, dude, like I was telling you this upstairs. Eventually it's going to distill down to the people who really want to be in power. And it has everything to do with exactly what a lot of America was based off of, which was slavery. It was the consolidation of power to the very tippy top. And they're so incredibly good at doing that and spoon feeding lies and, enacting unfair laws that make thinking anything other than what they think either illegal or so unwanted that you're forced to leave. Like you can't exist in their world. So, and they've been doing it since slave time. And now, they're going to tell the white collar worker that they're a part of them. They're going to tell black business owners that they're part of them. They're going to tell women that they're part of them. They're going to tell Hispanics, like first or second generation Hispanics that like want to be a part of the American experience, that they're a part of them. But over time, eventually, just like what happened in the 30s, it's going to distill down, and they're going to tick down the thing one by one until eventually you're going to be you on the list. They're even
First they came.
And I'm reading like, are you hearing the stuff with the first? Oh shit! What is it like the?
Are you talking about the heritage?
The heritage
we,
people?
We
Did we
talked
talk
about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's so crazy. Like, dude, like even your dad, dude. Like your dad he's a white male, but he ain't uber Christian. He's not an affluent evangelical. Eventually, old boy ain't gonna be on the list anymore.
Right.
And you're gonna have to leave the party. Because somebody's going to have to do the dirty work. And right now, the dirty work says, we got to go and take Greenland.
Oh, my God. Like, I feel so incredibly terrible for the people who signed up for the military for the right reasons. And please take that with a grain of salt, because I've never been military. So right or wrong reasons are characterized, by whatever you judge as that. My idea is oh, you're trying to better your future. You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to, do something right. I would say a bad reason is I want to fucking kill brown people. And like, that's a bad fucking reason to do anything.
I think about like Fredo's nephew.
So that's what I'm talking about. Is
Like he looks white, but he's not.
So
And I'm sure like
that's what's
when you have
yeah.
white skin and you're in the room with, I remember being in the room with other people with white skin, and they think that it's okay for them to like say that evil fucked up shit.
We had an electrician here who was saying shit, who would like, because I'm white and he's white, he started saying like, well, you got black neighbors. Like what? Oh, you keep your windows drawn so they don't see anything inside your house. I'm like, no, and you gotta go.
Did you?
Yeah, full fucking A. Like we
Good.
we cut it right then. I was like, I'll fucking find someone else. And that's when we found Heather's brother.
Yeah.
Because like it was half done. I was like, just fucking go, man. I want nothing to do with you.
Good. Yeah, I mean, and you know, and sometimes like, dude, like speak out. Speak out. Like sometimes these people, they've never been told that they're wrong. People just like swallow it and they're trying to be nice.
Yep.
Dude, I remember speaking of Fredo again, like Fredo's been my friend for a really long time, you know?
Yeah.
But when I was younger, did I say some ignorant shit to him? Fucking yeah. Oh, dude, big time. Absolutely I did. And
regret.
even when I was like living in Colorado with him, I would say some ignorant shit. And I remember his older sister, has a PhD.
She was awesome.
She is awesome. And I love her. She's super smart. I'm super proud of her. She is awesome. She is so awesome. She's fun. She's intelligent. She's cool.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome. I was at their house and like something happened. Like, I don't know, they were saying something about Taco Bell. And I just remember saying like, run for the border. And then, dude, real quick, she just looked at me and she just said, oh, is that what you think of us? And like, it was real short and simple.
Oh.
But it made me feel super small and think about what I said. You know, speak up. Sometimes people say dumb shit and they think like it's
Yes.
okay. And it's not.
I guarantee you didn't say that derogatorily
Yeah.
or racist or even joking to be racist.
And I'd known them for like 30 years.
You probably just said it because that was a fun thing to say
Yeah.
for Taco Bell, which was a horrible fucking thing to say for
Yes.
any company.
Yes. But and she like in a really eloquent way
Good.
put
Good
me in
for
my
her.
place and let me know like, hey, dude, don't be stupid.
Well, and she didn't do it meanly.
And she didn't do it meanly?
I think that's what resonates when you have that kind of an argument is don't be a dick back, incept the idea into their head.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you gotta, if you don't stick up for yourself, they're going to do it again. Again, another example of me being a huge piece of shit. When I was in the military, dude, when we would go to bars and stuff, oh my God, I would grab girls' asses all the time.
Really?
I thought it was the funniest thing. I was a handsome dude at the time. And I thought it was funny. Nobody ever said no. You know, they
You're
might
kidding.
be mad. I mean, dude, if you're a handsome guy, you know, sometimes they'd be mad and then they turn around and it's tee-hee.
Ew. Sorry, I'm just writing down all the great title ideas
Yeah.
that you're dropping here.
And then one time, dude, and I did this when I was in Korea. This is because in Korea, it's people they're married, they have kids, they're away from their family, and you know they go to the bars too. And I did the old swing and smacked this girl in the ass who was like way higher in rank than me, was married with kids, had a big angry husband. And he wasn't in Korea, but she was. And boy, she let me have it.
Good.
She let me have it. And I tell you what, I never did it again.
Good. Okay,
I
that's
never
a
did it again.
positive outlook for a shitty thing.
When you're a shitty idiot, tell people that they're being an idiot. Sometimes they're just dumb.
Dumb meaning that they just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and is it like a cop out to be like, well, I didn't know. Yeah, I should have known better.
Yeah.
But I did it. But I did it because I'm an idiot and I'm a moron. But I changed. Like I corrected myself when I saw that somebody was like, shit, like I'm dumb. I should really not do this anymore. And I corrected myself. There's so many people in MAGA that I wish they would like see what's going on.
Yeah.
And correct themselves. Like, dude, we just grabbed a dude from a sovereign country after we just got done with a 20-year war of removing a dictator and having to deal with all that stuff on two fronts in two separate countries. We just got done. And they have like just a really bullshit cockamamie drugs of mass destruction. They're using the same language. Like,
Yep.
it's so stupid. Like, pay attention. Pay attention. Like, this can't be your first, this is not your first rodeo. How are you believing any of this?
Yeah. And you're right. Like, they're not only using the same language as previous administrations, they're using a lot of the same language as
Hitler.
yes.
And his whole
They're using the same
Schlock idiots.
wording.
that's shit, who's the Goebbels guy that's with Trump right now?
Miller.
Yeah, Miller, Stephen Miller. Oh my God, dude, it's crazy the stuff that he's saying.
See, the problem is that Goebbels understood psychology, and that's what made him so fucking dangerous. Is he understood how humans think?
Did he? Did he?
From everything that I've been watching recently,
No, think about this. Do people just want to say how smart how they were super geniuses?
of course they do.
If they want to say that they are super geniuses, that's why I was duped. They were super geniuses.
Oh,
but like,
oh,
look
oh.
at like the stuff that's going
I hear
on
what you're
now.
saying. Yeah, well, exactly.
know what I mean?
Miller's not a fucking smart guy.
No, but honestly, I don't think that Goebbels was that bright.
Well,
I think that he
As
was,
a whole,
I think
yes,
he
I
just
agree.
tapped into people's.
that's psychology.
People don't want to admit that they're wrong,
yes,
and then when things go bad, they want to blame other people.
yes.
Because it can't be them. Especially, again, if you're poor and your currency is pride,
Right. You can go bankrupt
you're going to go bankrupt.
if you admit you were
But
wrong
if you got a guy that's going to show up,
and say,
you know,
well, those
and-
people over there are
dude,
wrong.
I do not think it's a coincidence that they have a Jewish guy saying shit who is notorious for killing 6 million Jews. I don't think that's a coincidence.
yeah.
I think that he's doing that intentionally because he knows that he can get away with it.
He is beyond hate-filled too.
He really is.
Holy shit.
I was there's a Christopher Nolan's coming out with a movie here soon.
Okay. I'm so out of the loop.
I love Christopher Nolan.
I
he's
mean,
a very good
movies in general.
He's a
but-
very good director. His last movie that he did was Oppenheimer,
oh yeah.
right? And I liked it, but he's like kind of it was okay. It was okay. I think some of his other movies were better.
Definitely.
I think he was doing something that was like supposed to be very cerebral, and he was having a hard time doing it.
I think he got pushed back from the studios.
So, like the next movie he's doing is Odyssey. He's doing the Odyssey.
Homer?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Wait.
Yeah.
Like,
Not the Iliad, just the Odyssey part.
okay.
So the latter 10 years of
Yeah.
Odysseus
Yeah.
coming back
yeah.
home.
Which
right?
is, to me, the more interesting part because now you have to go. Lord of the Rings, the best part about Lord of the Rings for me is when the hobbits are back in the Shire.
The scouring.
Well, from the books, that's a different thing. I mean, in the movie, there's like 5 shots. It's hands down my favorite thing of the whole Lord of the Rings. But I can't just watch that one scene because it doesn't mean anything. You have to like spend all 9 hours to get to that one scene, and it's just them sitting at the bar drinking while everyone else is having a great time, and they're just like kind of looking at each other like, "All right."
Well,
I mean, we're alive.
That's not what the Odyssey is. Though.
I know, but like
Odyssey is like literally
the coming home.
If you have the big circle, the
Yeah.
story circle, it's the other half of the circle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's after the story circle top is the normal world. The story circle bottom is the other world.
Odyssey is definitely the other world
It's
of
the
the story.
Gorgon. It's the Cyclops. It's the things that don't exist in our world but are metaphors for something greater than what we know.
I was super excited about watching that.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I'm gonna watch some videos because I don't know a lot about it. I've already put on Audible they have like classes on it. The great courses.
Okay.
It's college level courses that they teach you on there, and it's a cost of one book or one credit.
Cool.
It'd be like $15 to essentially buy an entire class.
Yeah, fuck the class. I'd rather just learn.
So yeah, you don't have to write any things. I mean, it's helpful. Lets things stick when you write those things and show that you know
Education's wasted on
understanding.
the young.
Yeah, but I put like the Iliad and the Odyssey on there because I wanted to learn more. And I'm like, I want to do a little bit of pre-watching. Like, this is interesting. I really want to do this. And one of the things that I saw that was really interesting, I didn't know Odysseus was like the clever guy as much as he was. Like you had you had Achilles and Ajax were like your traditional heroes, like the ones that wield the sword, and they are a traditional hero. But Odysseus is the scoundrel.
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo, and his like dad and all of his family were thieves. His father was considered the king of thieves.
Oh, I don't remember this part.
And he was great at just tricking people.
Okay.
And one of the things that I thought was clever, they didn't like really go into it, but when I saw it, I go, holy shit, that's now. This is like the key to a lot of things. We all know the Trojan horse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Trojan horse, they built the horse. Do you know who the Trojan horse was for?
Not off the top. No.
It was for the Trojan horse was for Athena. It wasn't for the people of Troy. It was for Athena.
Oh, I didn't know
when
that at
they
all.
gave it to them, it was a gift to Athena that they gave to the Trojans. And the Trojans, because they were religious, it unlocked the thing in their head. Like, even if they wanted to turn it away, they couldn't because it was a gift to Athena.
Because it
not
was a
them.
gift to their god.
Because it was a gift to their god. And
Oh,
you can lock in. You could, like when we're talking about Stephen Miller, there's things that you can do to unlock. Again, like, and this is something that I've been talking about with you a lot. The weaponization of traditions is the way that all of this shit is happening.
Yeah.
When the Odysseus knew, if I gave the people of Troy a horse, they would never take it. But if I gave it to Athena, because they're religious people and they were worried about angering the gods, we have to take this thing in, or we'd anger Athena. So they took it under their walls. There's a way you can trick all these people. And that's exactly like the reason why there's such a massive amount of religious people who have just been like bastardized. Like anybody who's like wants to say they're a follower of Jesus Christ and follow this stuff, it's not the same. It's bananas. But they figured out how to word that Trojan horse where they're going to take it in. And that's what Stephen Miller is doing. That's how if you have a Jewish guy who is saying these awful things, you have to take that horse in. And for a lot of people, it works. And it makes you feel gross saying, why is there a Jewish guy saying all this shit? And even like the jokes, like if you think about it, like Nosferatu was the idea of the ghoul. He was a Jewish ghoul.
It was the Jewish plague crossing Europe.
Yeah.
Infesting Europe was the actual.
So when you hear all these people make these jokes about Stephen Miller being Nosferatu and being a ghoul and, talking about him.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And so you say all this stuff and like now it, even in my head and saying it out loud, it sounds fucking gross.
Yeah. But that's how they're getting away with it.
That's how they're getting the Trojan horse in. If you can say it in a certain way, if you can weaponize tradition.
That's been my fucking argument my whole life.
If you've weaponized, like even...
You can argue anything if you say it the right way.
If you learn how to weaponize it.
If you learn how to weaponize it.
Yeah, which is the big reason why I do Facebook. Why I just use Facebook as a tool to talk about current stuff. Because I know it bothered the shit out of everybody. And it doesn't matter now. I blocked fucking everybody.
Fuck them. I'm sorry. Like it's so... What you were doing was majestic. We've talked about this before. It was righteous in the right way. It was smart. It was intelligent. It was academic. But motherfucker, those people just wouldn't listen. And there was a great argument someone made on YouTube.
The thing that I was doing was I wasn't expecting them to listen. I did it because I wanted to do it in an arena and I wanted other people to see it. That was the biggest reason that I did it. But when Charlie Kirk got killed, I saw how dangerous it was and how I received kind of like weird threats.
Yeah, you did.
I received some weird threats, and that
people have
just
been jailed.
Made me feel uncomfortable. So I'm like, I can't. I got to cut all these people.
Did you see the woman today or yesterday who got arrested
Yeah.
for fucking having a voice? And it says blocking the sidewalk. I don't give a shit. You don't block an
Yeah.
entire sidewalk with one person. Not a thing. Especially when there's a news crew there as well.
Yeah. Well, they can't arrest the news.
Yes, they have.
Yet.
They have.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's they can't, they shouldn't are two different things. That's illegal does no longer play a thing. Anytime anyone says that in an argument, it's like, well, that's against the law. Well, that's illegal. Well, they can't do this because it's illegal. Fuck you. That means you're not paying attention. It means you are not listening. You are not having your eyes open because everything they are doing is illegal. So like when these people come out and say from the Republican Party, say something like, well, we got to make sure we get the midterms, otherwise we're screwed. There's that one guy who said, most of us will end up in prison.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, hold on. Why do you care?
Because
you haven't followed shit so
because
far.
their base thinks that it's all a ruse. And it's to save them, those poor
That's
people.
what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, it's icky.
It is icky. I am like starting to get to the point where like having anybody who's MAGA around me, like, dude, if you're believing this shit, like I really do. I'm really starting to think that like you might be a dangerous person.
Well, what's that Trump Down syndrome? What's that thing called?
Trump derangement
Yeah,
syndrome.
Trump Down syndrome. They use that against liberals.
Well, I immediately know I'm talking to somebody who's really gone if they use that.
Oh, you definitely. But like when I hear the definition of that, that's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you're so far gone that you're just believing everything and you're blind to what reality is. Like that's basically what the definition is without fine tuning it to say fuck Trump or Trump is God. Again, it's just another one of we need a one-word thing where leopards ate your face,
I love that one.
but not leopards ate your face. We need something like, you hypocrite son of a bitch, you have been yelling about these fucking people who rape kids, pedos, kill all these pedos. Oh, all my heroes, all my gods, all the people I look up to are all pedos? Well, I guess it's not that bad because she was 12 and not 8. Thank you, Megyn Kelly.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Megyn Kelly is on the back burner right now because she's like, Fox News is sounding very Nazi-like. She said this to today. I'm like,
Adam,
bitch, you sound Nazi-like.
Adam Mockler.
Adam Mockler?
Adam Mockler.
I don't know the
is,
same.
He's a a left wing pundit. He's a younger guy. He's probably in his early 20s. From the Chicagoland area.
Good. That's what we need more of.
He's been on television and kind of talks as a Gen Z person.
Okay.
I guess he'd be Gen Z. He was on that thing like the 20 versus 1.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what that is. And like he essentially said something that like, his claim was that Donald Trump is essentially promoting and normalizing Nazi ideals.
Okay.
And like people, oh my God, like their answers were not
Mockler?
They were Adam Mockler.
Okay, I want to look this up.
He's got some pretty nonsensical arguments that they got, but there was one girl who essentially said that like the left has to stop calling us fascists because he wasn't saying Nazi, he was saying fascist, that Trump has fascist ideals and is normalizing fascist
Okay. Which is
things.
which is true.
which is true. She said, well, you got to stop calling us fascists because when people think of fascists, they think of Nazis and we're not Nazis. And he's like,
But
he's
by
like,
definition?
he goes like, well, like technically Nazis it was a member of a political party from the 1930s, the 1940s. And yeah, and there was a fascist party in Italy. I mean, yeah, those are things, but like, those aren't the only ones. Like, if your only argument is it makes me feel sad, like that's not an argument.
You're correct. That's an emotion.
Yeah.
What was the words that they said to us?
Fuck your feelings.
Fuck your feelings.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad. If you walk like a duck and talk like a duck and wear the clothes of a duck and rape other ducks because ducks are rapists, and it's really
Yeah.
fucking weird to see
Yeah.
that in the real world.
But he totally
You're a
rapes-
Nazi.
Yeah. Only the young ducks, though.
I had 3 male ducks chase after a female duck in my backyard. I hated seeing it. I know it's nature, but It made me feel dirty.
Daffy and Donald are jerks.
So I had to take my duck hat off and be
Donald,
like,
Donald, yeah, you gotta take it. I'm not gonna take my duck hat off. Yeah, Donald Duck was always Hitler in all the propaganda.
yes, he
things.
was.
Yeah, because he was a rapist too.
But I love that. Like that's the analogy. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck. It's like motherfucker. He dressed like a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always make that correlation whenever I hear that term.
So yeah, that's and all of that all occurred from the last time that we spoke last. I mean, it is
my God.
it is so fucking crazy. We've gone to taking over another country. Yeah, I mean, he says he's just going to take over the country, and is already threatening Colombia. He's threatening Colombia, Cuba,
Greenland.
Panama, and Greenland.
Did you watch his thing? I watched it live.
He's like losing it.
He
That dude
fucking
is-
lost it.
Yeah.
Like he is what's his face from Hook. Like his marbles are fucking gone. Man.
Mark Rubio, that dude. Mark Rubio.
I thought you said Rufio.
No, so Mark
Like
Rubio
from Hook.
Mark Rubio, he ran against Trump in 2016.
I remember.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and he said like, if this guy runs, it's going to be a disaster.
Yes.
And he's in charge of a lot of those committees, like he has been. Like, so he knows everything that's going on. So he's actively participating and he knows better.
And he's one of the dick suckers. He is one of the president's dick is so fat and chubby.
Well, and so I always wonder, like, what does he have on Rubio?
No
You know what
shit.
I mean? What does he have on Lindsey Kelly
Yeah, Lindsey
Graham? Lindsey Graham.
Oh my God, I just heard him talk again.
Yeah, dude, everybody knows you're gay, right?
No shit.
Yeah, and that's the big thing they're trying to hide. Who's the other guy they say is on Johnson and as the Speaker of the House?
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
There was supposedly
Old
proof
Grindr Mikey.
on Grinder. My favorite story ever. This is fucking true. This has been proven like a lot during the last DNC. Not DNC. RNC. Okay. The last Republican National Convention.
Grinder shuts down.
Grinder, it didn't even shut down. It broke. The servers were so overloaded that it broke. They broke a site that is really fucking well known.
Like, what is up with that? Like, why can't, like, if you're gay, like,
Just be gay. That's
Why-
wonderful.
why are you so angry? Like, I think, like, if you combine being gay and, like, militant, hateful version of Christianity and put that together,
Those
where,
things
like,
don't really work though.
where you're trained to hate yourself. But the thing is like, I know lots of people who are Christian who aren't raving fucking lunatics
Yeah.
who look at that whole book and they're like, see, on this one page it says that that we don't like gay people, and then this one other page it says that it's okay to own slaves. Like, if that's what you get out of the whole book, guess what, dude? You're not going to the good place. You know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people, there's lots of people who are Christian who aren't fucking lunatics. But if you take that hateful kind of Christianity or any religion, the people that were killing everybody in the Middle East, they're people who took the hateful parts of the religion,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
distilled
Yeah.
the hateful things down, and then like combine that with being gay, where like they're trained to hate themselves, and that they think like, I think these things in my head. I want to passionately kiss that man on the mouth, but because of Jesus, I don't. Why can't you? And so he gets hateful, and in a way, almost
Or why can you do it when I
when
can't?
I can't. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, like that dude. Those dudes want to be gay, but they were like brainwashed at a young age to hate themselves
Obsessed.
for making the wrong. They think that they're evil, and it's the devil in their head, because they're thinking those thoughts, and that must be what everybody thinks. And they think that gay people are making this like the deciding to go with the devil. It's so fucking crazy, and like the monsters that you create by doing that is just, it's awful. You're making monsters.
There is a theory in film. It's not a well-founded academic theory. It's more of a commonplace thing. The monsters you don't see on the screen are always going to be scarier than the ones you see. So the longer you linger on a monster in a movie, the less scary it is, because the more you get to see the tears and the rips and the foam and the Velcro and the fakeness behind it, right? Or just the less real it looks overall. Or the more you pay attention to what's being shown, the less you even believe it. So the thing that lurks in the shadows, that we never cut to, that we never see or truly get a moment of understanding, true understanding, is always going to be so much scarier and so much more profound.
Yeah, but don't you think, like, in a way, it's a reflection?
Well, this is exactly what I'm saying, is the thing we don't see, the thing we can't understand, is the scariest thing. So the thing that we do see, have you ever been to like a gay nightclub or a gay bar or a gay wedding or anything like that?
Yeah.
My God, is it fucking joyous. It is people who have understood who they are and said, I can be myself and be happy around other people who know themselves and they can be happy.
They're just normal people at a wedding to me.
It's just.
It's not more joyous or less joyous.
Then you've never been to a gay wedding.
I've never been to a gay wedding. I've been to
That shit is happy, happy, happy.
I've been to gay bars.
Okay. But you know what I mean, right?
Which is a really funny story I could tell you sometime.
I will. Yeah, dude. Let's share gay bar stories.
Gay
dude.
bar stories.
Oh my God. I've never felt more handsome.
Oh, dude.
Holy
Free
shit.
drinks. No, I won't make out with you, but I will take your drink.
But I will hang out with you.
Yeah, I'll hang out.
And I don't drink, so I'll just hang out with you anyway. Thank you for making me feel nice.
Yeah.
But so what I'm saying is, like, what you said is the exact same thing, right? Like, you look back at the old, like, Universal monster movies, or like Nosferatu, right? When Nosferatu first appears, he's a fucking shadow and it's nothing. But when he first appears, it's fucking terrifying. But you don't get to live in that look. You don't get to know who Nosferatu is, right? He lurks in the shadows. It's the thing you don't see. So these people who probably are too scared to leave their little bubble of understanding, to truly understand what they could be. If you're in the closet and you hate yourself for who you are because you have some magical bearded guy in the sky telling you, or someone telling you what a bearded guy in the sky is thinking or feeling, and you hate who you are because you can't be this other person who has the ability to reach down in their own soul and pull out, say, I am this person and I love myself and I can be accepted for who I am. And then this person who just can't understand that, who can't do that because they have this belief system, they're the ones looking at this like those old horror movies. They're looking at the gay culture or the immigrant culture or whatever as the monster in the shadows. That it's so fucking scary because I don't know what it is. I don't know anyone. And how can you do that when I can't?
No. But no, that's not what I see. I see them saying, especially like when you bring up like immigrant, like those immigrants are killing and murdering and they're getting away with it.
Because they're being told this.
No. Hold on. No.
Someone else is saying.
They're doing that because in their head, that's what they would do.
Well, and then that brings up the foundation of.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much of it is a mirror?
Yeah.
Projecting.
We as
Gaslight.
humans are monkeys. We always want to see ourselves. One of my favorite tricks, and this is an analogy, so follow the analogy. One of my favorite tricks I ever did for conventions, like comic book conventions, was I brought a mirror. And everyone made fun of me for bringing a full-length mirror. I brought a mirror, and I put it right in front of my booth. What the fuck does that have to do with a slice of life dick and fart joke comic? Fucking nothing. But everybody stops. Cosplayers want to stop and make sure their costume's looking good. that guy's looking around for maybe he's going to find some awesome nerd girl or something, stops and checks himself out in the mirror.
That's smart.
Everybody
That's
stops.
smart. Only thing better than that is a guy dressed up as a booth babe.
Oh, you did really good that year.
Oh,
You so I just refound those photos too, by the way.
So
Those are
sexy.
so fucking good. Yeah.
No, that's genius, man.
But that's what it is, right? We all want to see ourselves.
But I think some people want to see them more than others. I've known kids. I've known little.
narcissist is.
I've known little kids, and it's weird at a young age where it's like that kid looks at themselves a little bit longer than most other kids do. Like I've noticed that. Like we're not young. We're in our mid 40s. You know, and I think I've spun around the block enough and met enough little had enough friends who had kids that I've known long enough.
You were about to be MAGA there for
I
a
know,
second.
right? Where you'd be like, that kid's looking in the mirror an awful lot.
Okay.
And I think it's weird that they do.
So
So I do wonder, like, if some people want to look in the mirror a little bit more than others.
as an analogy or as a actual literal term?
An actual literal term.
Okay.
People do want to. I think some people are a little bit more worried about their appearance and look a little bit more. And whether it has to do with narcissism or it has to do with, it could also have to do with, what is that when you're, oh, Jesus, John.
Like you think you look worse than you actually do,
Yeah.
like bulimia or something like
yeah,
that. Where,
like if they're, it's more of anxiety
yeah,
that makes them look in the mirror more,
dude.
because they're worried about what they look like.
I look in the mirror so infrequently, I forget what I look like. And I don't mean this as like a joke. I mean, like, I've probably gone a couple weeks without really looking in a reflective surface. And then I look one day when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh God, that's me. I forgot I had a beard.
I have a mirror just in my bathroom downstairs, you know, and it only shows from like,
Crotch down.
because it's only from crouch down. Like it's a really small mirror I have in my basement.
It's a convex.
It's gotta be. Yeah. The convex mirrors, so things appear larger.
Convex.
But like it only shows from like chest up.
Okay.
And I had that for like years. And then we put a full body. It was like a triptych mirror that we put in our hallway upstairs.
Yeah.
We see like a full body mirror, and it is weird seeing like your whole self. After it's been years since I've looked at like my wife. She's got a full body mirror. You know, she wants to look sharp. Me, I'm like I am a dumpy.
I can see my
foot face.
shoes. They're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see my shoes, and that's it. But it's weird when you look at yourself in the mirror.
I think everyone should look at themselves in the mirror naked and just appreciate how fucking awesome you are. Regardless of any fears or anxieties.
I don't know about that.
Nah, I think everyone should, man. Because guess what?
Other people can. I'm not going
one-
to.
No one has your body. No one.
That's probably a good thing.
Hey, well, whatever you feel, but like honestly, everyone's fucking beautiful. It's just
I think
the anxiety and shit.
I think just overall, I think that women, and I think even women agree with this, women are way more beautiful than guys.
Oh God, there is no question. I have never heard this conversation on the other side of this coin.
I do think that women are like, there's something that is soft and elegant about women. Even the women with like muscles and everything like
Yes.
that are still
even non-traditional feminine.
are
pretty. Yes.
soft and elegant. There's something about that.
I don't like even hard asses. I've known some hard fucking women.
Yeah, but there's still like a
And I would still
there's still an elegance to it. Guys are just
dumpy fucks.
fucking Fred Flintstone, all of us.
Fred Flintstone.
All of us.
Ooh,
Dude, yeah,
Fred.
look at the Flintstones, man. Look at the Flintstones. You have Fred and Barney on one end.
And then Wilma and
two misproportioned boxes with fucked up hair and like a moo and then like the two foxes you got was it Wilma
and Betty.
and Betty. Like, geez, like
Dude,
what? How did those morons
I'm gonna say
end up with those
something.
girls?
Well,
That's
because
how I feel with
that's-
my wife. Like, how did I?
How
Every
did-
single girl that I dated, every girl that I dated, I think less of because they dated me. There's no way that they should be with just a gross mess. I'm like if you put you put a face on the back of a chimpanzee, that's how I feel like I look. Like I look like a chimpanzee's back and just an ass. Like, and just malproportioned. That's how I feel like I look. Yeah. I am.
You're like a David Cronenberg experiment after
Yes. Yeah.
Brundle fucks up the teleportation device.
Yes. Yeah. I'm definitely. I'm a Brundle chimp.
You're a Brundle John.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I just rewatched that again too. That was fucking
I'm
great.
So gross.
You're not. You're fucking beautiful, and
Thanks, dude.
get a full length mirror.
Yeah, I got one.
Get one of the skinny ones.
My wife will leave me if I do that. There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah. I think you're beautiful.
Thanks, homie. I think you're beautiful.
I think as guys, there's always like that peppering we have to do in the conversation of you said homie, right? Or like guys always have to say, I love you, man. I love you, bro. It's like, I love you. Like, I feel an emotional attachment to you as a human being, as this closeness that I've never felt with other people. Like, you and I have a relationship, unlike anything else I've ever had with anyone else. And why can't guys just say I love you rather than I love you, dude?
Well,
Like,
I do
why is
have,
that pepper?
I do it with everybody, though.
Do you?
Even my wife.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I do too. But I
That's the-
notice it a lot with guys.
That is the term of endearment.
I agree. I was talking with a trans couple, and I said "dude" in the conversation.
If I call you dude, like, we're good.
See, that's how I view it.
Yeah.
Dude is a form of, look, that barrier's been broken.
Yes.
Welcome into my inner sanctum.
Yes. That is the Gen X inner circle.
Yeah.
Is dude.
So I think I upset her by calling her dude, but like I just kept going like, okay, if I focus on this and I dwell on it, it'll become like an obvious thing that I fucked up. But it wasn't that I fucked up. It's like, okay, we're having a really good conversation. I would like to continue this in a more real conversation rather than like surface level.
Did you continue or did you?
I just kept fucking going, and then
Okay.
it was never brought up or anything like that. So,
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, that's my vernacular. That's not.
And like that's close vernacular. Like I didn't even call my wife dude until like several years into our
Get the
marriage.
fuck out.
Several years into our marriage. We got married after 3 months.
Oh, that's true.
And I love her, but she didn't earn the dude vernacular yet. She didn't. And she even like I remember like one day I just started calling her that
Yeah.
and she noticed. She did notice.
Was she upset?
Uh
I would think after that long.
so I think she kind of thought like that she was on like one of the guys. And I'm like, it's not like
I
that.
can see that.
It's not like that.
Because
But-
I don't see it like.
But there was like again, like I got married after 3 months, so it did. Yeah, it took a little while for me to do that, but eventually I did. I don't know. It's
Like,
weird. Don't
I love you
I-
is the promise ring. Dude is the wedding.
to me it is. To me it is, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. Yeah. So
If we were gonna end it like that would just be a great ender. But I really don't want to.
we still have more time.
We're still good. Then
Yeah,
fuck
we're
it.
still-
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Yeah. I mean, as far as like, I don't know if there's like, but and I was thinking about this. There are like different vernaculars. Like, bro is definitely the dude of
the
new-
modern
the
the
new-
millennial.
yeah, the millennial dude. Is
So
bro.
what?
Hey, bro.
What is bra in that hierarchy? Because bro and bra are different.
Like BRUH.
Yeah.
Just different. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah, but bra sounds more like I really don't give a shit about you.
I think
like,
to me, it's
Bro,
like,
you gonna pick up my garbage?
I think it's West Coast.
You think
Brah.
so?
Hey, brah.
Well, I mean, I know it's just like a slur of bro. It's just like a lazy way of saying it.
Yes, it's a lazy way of saying it.
But it feels like like the way it's used in context, the way it's used in conversations. Bro feels more like, bro, I'm so glad you came over this weekend. Bro, are you okay?
no, okay, so
Bro's
bro,
like, what's wrong with you, bro?
I've heard people say bro, like Bill and Ted would say bro, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Yeah.
But they would say bro. It's like it's the proper way of saying it,
Oh.
brah. is a way more laid back bro.
Okay. So bra is like the soft R.
Yeah, it's a soft R, so you're fine. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, I'll let it sink in. It'll hit later.
okay. And I think there's probably more things like that. I think like with the younger kids now, I definitely feel like I'm really getting unplugged with a lot of things. You teach, so I think you definitely know more than I do. At least you hear it more than I do.
I hear it more than you do.
And I do feel like it moves way faster than it did with us.
It's like Ferris Bueller, man.
But words we're going through, like deaf was like a thing. And
It was early 80s, dude.
deaf?
Early 80s.
I remember in the early 90s when they had a funeral for the word deaf on MTV, which died, by the way, this past week. Not only did MTV die this
MTV
past
died?
week,
No, it
yeah,
should've
MTV died. Like it played its last thing last week.
What did it
And
play?
Video Killer Radio Star.
At least someone fucking remembered. Jesus Christ, good.
And then they did the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Yeah, that
voted itself
shocked
out.
me. But they did it in a good reason.
They did it for a good reason. They said that as opposed to like eventually being bastardized and turned into a propaganda mouthpiece for a fascist regime taking over America, they just decided to vote themselves out.
Dude, Plantier had a whole fucking plan for it. They had all the shows lined up.
Are you serious?
All the children's shows. Have you not seen these on YouTube?
No.
There's all these children's shows that talk about how slavery wasn't a bad thing and how narking on your immigrant neighbor will actually save America. Like, there's tons of these kids shows. Tons of them.
Is this real?
Yeah. Like, I honestly thought
Send that
it
to
was
me.
a last week tonight
That is scary.
skit. And then, no, they're fucking real. They are really,
Why would
really
Palantir
real.
do it? And Palantir is a company.
Maybe it's not Palantir. Maybe I'm getting this
Palantir
confused
is
up.
the surveillance company.
Like, I think maybe it's the thing.
They're the ones that are listening to our phones right now.
What
Fuck you,
is
Palantir.
the children's programming that is pro MAGA?
Is it like?
Oh, PragerU.
I was about to say PragerU.
Yeah.
yeah. PragerU's been around for a while, but that's supposed to be for
Ew.
college kids. Older people.
They have kids cartoons.
They got kids elementary PragerU.
Yeah, they have
I mean, that's YouTube.
the
That's what they
second
show.
fucking website on Google.
PragerU kids. How fucking evil
Doesn't
is
that sound like
shit?
pegging you kids?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just it's
they,
propaganda.
They got cartoons galore. Yeah, it is. But like, look, like there's just tons of shows.
it's
And
insane.
Daniel Boone, Johnny Appleseed. But these are the real stories, the ones the history books don't want you
Yeah.
to know about.
And that's when the darkies got run out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Johnny Appleseed was my favorite Johnny Appleseed joke. I forget who said it. God, I wish I remember his. But it was I think it was John Mulaney, where he's like, I just saw it. Like I was walking back home in Chicago, and there's just these condoms all over the street. Like some weird Johnny Appleseed is just walking through the street, just jerking off and throwing his condoms everywhere. So hopefully we'll grow a chud baby.
Ugh.
Okay, that is my new fucking name
Chud baby?
for MAGA.
Chud
Chuds.
baby?
Just chuds. Like they are chuds. They are cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Oh.
Which is not a true what a chud is. That was the derogatory term for a chud in the movie. There was actually like a true definition of what chud was, and you learned in like the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Well, that was the acronym on the box.
Yeah. But it was not what they actually were. It was like the plot twist was learning that they were made by this organization, and that was in the
The
title.
last time, it's probably been like damn near 40
Oh,
years
yeah.
since I watched that.
I've been going on like a bender of watching older movies to kind of be like, was this really good, or was this any good? I watched Leon last night.
Like The Professional?
Yeah,
Which one?
the extended, the European edit.
That one's pretty good.
It is. It's uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Holy shit! Like, I forgot how much they cut out of it because I had watched the U.S. theatrical version.
I saw it one time. It was very uncomfortable, and I think
it's
I
better.
It
I think it adds so much more layers to that cake.
it makes
man.
more sense to why he did that, and it really does change why he's there. But it's, I mean, what's that girl's name?
Oh, Matilda or Nicole Kidman? What? I don't know.
No.
Portman.
Natalie Portman. Like, I think she's a little grossed out by Hollywood.
Rightfully fucking so.
Yeah, and she was like 13 when that came out. She was our age.
Yeah.
She's our age, or yeah, she's like our age.
Because that came out in 94.
Yeah, that sounds about right. She was like 13 or 14 years old when she did that.
She was good, man. Oh my God, I forgot how good she was in that. She was so good. Like, I hate in movies where a character is lying and they have to do like that shifty eye thing where they go like this.
Better not know what
no,
I'm doing.
No, I didn't eat all the apples. Like, if you're lying, you're not trying to give it away. Don't think the audience is fucking stupid. We saw you. We saw you eat all the apples. Just act like you didn't. But she fucking nailed that. Oh my God, that whole movie was she was really good.
She did do a good job with that.
And then she was in Star Wars. Wait, was that her?
Yeah.
In Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not good. Sand gets everywhere.
Yeah, it does. The
I don't want to talk about Star Wars anymore. Star Wars is fucking dead to me. Besides the original trilogy, some of the books, some of the shows, but that's fine. That's done. I don't want any more. I'm so done.
I think they're doing a Grogu.
Don't care.
Movie.
Yep, I know.
That's
Saw.
about it.
Don't give a shit.
I think I dropped Disney after the stuff that happened.
Yep, me too.
Recently, I dropped Disney, and I just haven't really looked back. It's
Yeah,
it's another thing to pay for.
I
and
don't care.
I'm
I'm
not
dropping
a huge fan of
Amazon.
it.
I'm dropping Amazon this week on the 9th. And I'm dropping another a work subscription service that costs me $2,000 per year.
Ugh.
So I'm getting rid of that.
I just picked up Apple.
TV?
Dude, Apple's the shit, man.
Yeah, it
They
is.
got some amazing shows on there.
Yeah.
Heather and I we binged a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah. You asked the other day like for some other complete good shows.
Yeah.
What did you end up picking?
Well, so over the weekend we finished Righteous Gemstones. That happened like super quick.
I haven't heard this one.
Righteous Gemstones is so funny.
Okay.
It is. It's funny, but like we were shocked how good the story was. So have you ever seen like Eastbound and Down?
Yeah.
Danny McBride.
Yeah.
So it's Danny McBride, poo poo pee pee humor. You've laughed, but you also like root against them.
I don't laugh at
Yep.
Danny McBride.
Oh,
But yeah, okay. I get that people do.
Because he's you don't laugh because he's very good at playing that character.
Fair.
He's
Fair.
a very good actor.
Okay. I'm not dissuading that. He
he's
is very good.
He's a very good actor.
I gotta add this to my list.
So they have that where he's like, it's him and his siblings, and his dad it's like a mega church family, and the dad is John Goodman, and it is such an awesome show. Like at first I thought like, all right, it's more the poo poo pee pee humor. I don't like these people.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they you root against them at first, and then like the story's really good.
Okay.
His story is way better than I thought it was going to be. I ended up sticking around to finish the whole thing. It didn't take very long at all.
Short show.
Yeah, because the episodes are only a half hour a piece. It's only like 9 or 10 episodes a season, and there's only 4 seasons.
Oh, that's a long fucking show.
No, it's not,
Dude, most of the shows that I love,
Dude, that's
don't last past one season.
That's 5 hours a season. That is,
okay.
dude. Like when we grew up, there were seasons that would be like
yeah, no, I get that.
like 40 hours a season.
I get that.
And there'd be 40 seasons. So 4 seasons at a half hour apiece is tiny, especially in the golden age of television.
See, the problem is the shows that shouldn't continue are the ones who keep getting
It's done.
renewed.
It's 4 and it's done. It's already done.
Bones and CSI.
And I don't
all
watch
the-
those.
They're
Those
terrible.
are too long.
They're
And those are episodic,
awful.
and it's the got to save the world.
Procedural.
Save the world
yeah.
at the end of every single one. I know people love Bones, and like there's great bits to watch in it, but dude, it's
Whatever.
the same thing every time. Oh my god, how is he gonna do the exact same thing that he did last time? I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care about any of those. Righteous Gemstones was very good.
Okay.
I really like this story. So we completed that. We needed something to look for. We ended up doing The Leftovers.
Okay. Yeah.
The Leftovers.
HBO.
Yeah. We wanted something that was done. I think that was one of the ones
Not on my list.
that wasn't yours.
It's not bad show. I just that's not on like if I'm going to suggest something, I'm going to suggest something that I believe in.
I showed here. What did I showed Heather like 9. I gave her 9 options out of everything. Like
Wow.
I went through.
And asking for like a show or a movie is so weird. Like I need parameters because I could give you something that I think is fucking great, but if you're not in the mood for like that genre or like that
I think,
story,
I think Heather's her spectrum is much smaller than my spectrum.
Oh,
I literally can watch damn near anything under the sun. I think the only things that I literally have no care for are like the medical dramas. Don't care. I don't care at all, and I don't care about like NCIS type of stuff.
No,
I don't care about those
procedurals,
at all. Yeah.
lawyer, medical, cop.
Yep. Don't care about any of those things.
All of them are just repeatable.
Even though,
garbage.
but not The Wire. Wire was definitely not that. The Wire was some totally
There is
different.
always a fucking outlier.
Yeah.
I love Scrubs.
I love Scrubs.
Yeah.
And I didn't really see that as like your typical.
It wasn't. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a procedural, but it did something that it had way more heart than most of the shit out
It
there.
did. But like, I find like everybody's talking about like The Pit. Like I have no urge to watch
My
that.
mom urged me to watch that, and I watched one episode and I fucking hated
I
it.
find like it gets annoying when people think that they can become doctors because they understand the lingo from these movies or these TV shows, and it's
Yeah.
like they're programming you. So the ones that I show was Sense 8. Sense 8.
Fuck yeah, that's on my list.
So I really wanted to watch that. She said no. Barry, I really wanted to watch.
Barry's probably the most normal real life slice of life on my list.
We started Fargo
Yeah.
because Fargo was literally filmed like a block away from our house.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
they filmed Fargo like a block away from our house. We started it and just never finished it. I think we had a hard time getting into it because it's weird that the whole first season was essentially the movie, and we kind of were looking at each other like,
It's filling in all the blanks from the movie though. And
Is
then
it?
it escalates.
yeah, okay, maybe we'll get back to it. The one that I told her, I was like, please, for the love of God, let me watch this one. Happy. I wanted to see Happy so
Season
bad.
one's dope.
I can't find it. It's like it's on some weird thing, and I can't find it. So
Make a list.
checking it twice. The other, what are some of the other ones that I recommended to her? Oh, I tried to get her to watch Band of Brothers. I think, what was it? I think she gave me a list of 3 things that she's going to watch. I think Sense 8 might be the thing that we watched second. Hold on, let me make
It's a
sure.
great character show.
We erased all the things already. Damn it.
Well, dude, I'll give them to you more. It's not like I forget.
No,
'em.
because it was from the list from everybody.
yeah, I'll tell you more. I don't forget this shit.
So I think Sense 8 was the. I think after we're done with this, I think she said she's going to go to Sense 8.
Only
and
2
then-
seasons and a movie.
Oh, a movie.
Because it got canceled.
Yeah.
The best fucking shows always get canceled. But they actually spent the money to wrap up the story.
I like the Firefly the way they did it.
Yes.
I thought it was very good.
Exactly.
And then the third, I think I'm going to get her to watch Band of Brothers
Okay.
because I told her I was like, this is probably the greatest show I've ever seen as far as production, acting, story. It is so tight. It is so clean. It tells a great story, and it's all true. And it's bananas. And on top of she said that she's worried about it because it's gruesome. And I'm like, those guys lived through it. And like, to me, like you kind of owe them to watch it, like in their honor.
That's how I view it. Yeah.
Like these guys are all dying. Like when I watched that, almost all of them are still alive. They're almost all gone by now.
Yeah.
You know, the guy, in the last episode, I think it's called like The Last Patrol. The lieutenant that they bring in,
Yeah.
who's Colin,
Colin Firth. Not Colin Firth.
Colin Hank,
The young one.
Tom
the
Hanks'
son. Yeah.
yeah. The one who's not a piece of shit. The one where they want to do a patrol because they just want to have like some quick wins before the war is over, and like people end up dying over like the ego of somebody up top. the actual lieutenant that was on that mission just died last week or the week before.
No shit.
And he was like, the young kid that got brought in at the end of the war. So they're all going. He might have been the last one.
Does Heather do sci-fi?
So she doesn't like watching things that everybody likes, which is difficult.
Because other people don't like it? Or
Yeah, she is. I love her, but she is a
hipster?
no. I guess hipster would be the word. No, she's a like somebody who just doesn't like things that other people like.
You don't like culture, so you're counter culture for the sake of
Like she.
What about Daybreak?
What's Daybreak? Is that one with vampires?
No, technically zombies, but it's anyone above the age of 18 gets turned into a zombie, and they, instead of being the undead, they just keep doing the thing that like their adulthood says they should do. So it's like, I gotta mow the lawn, I gotta mow the lawn, I gotta mow the lawn. It's just continuously mowing the lawn forever.
Until they die?
No, they just keep living. But like all these kids are running the world, and it's like kind of like a wasteland because kids don't fucking understand this shit. So
Interesting.
it was only one season. It got canceled. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm remembering this just now. I should have added this to the list. The Get Down. Probably, in my opinion, one of the greatest top 3 Netflix shows ever.
The Get Down.
The Get Down. When you first watch it, it's like, oh, cool, like a late 70s New York, reality show. Like it's just not a reality show, but like a drama. And then it slowly turns into, oh my God, this is the birth of hip hop. And it does it so fluidly
I think I remember seeing this on Netflix.
that regardless if you like the music or not, it is like you are so transfixed with these characters. And it's very like Romeo and Juliet / West Side Story kind of mentality story that's going on there.
Musical?
There are music elements, but it's not a musical. There are music scenes because it's the birth of fucking hip hop.
Is it based off of true people?
Oh,
Or
yes.
Or do they use their real names, or do they
Yes.
use fake names?
No, they use real names.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like, because I didn't realize where they were going. I thought it was just like, okay, well, that's interesting, the kind of music that this kid wants to do. And then, oh, you just met Kool Herc. Well, fuck. This is the birth of all this shit. This is the people who actually said, poetry can be put to a beat. And the get down was like literally, it was in like it was called the Get Down because these parties were not allowed in venues. They had to go to the rubble outside of New York to throw these parties because no one would allow their music in there.
It's like a 3-part documentary that's about the birth of hip hop. It reminds me very much of.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's the documentary that is the decline of the Western civilization or something like that. It's super, dude. What? That one's like one of the most famous music documentaries. The first one is about like 70s and 80s punk. Second one is about metal, and it's all done. It was all filmed at the time.
I know what you're talking about.
And then the third one is like 90s punk.
Because they talk about new wave in there, like new wave came from punk.
Yeah, that
and
is
then
like-
rave came from new wave and all this other shit. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
The Decline of Western
Thank
Civilization,
you.
the 3-part series of that is one of the best music documentaries I think ever made.
I
The whole
forgot what it was
trilogy.
called, but it was fucking fascinating. Yes.
But they have the hip hop one that they had on Netflix is incredible. It is kind of like not as good as Decline of
Yeah,
Western
yeah, yeah.
Civilization because it was all filmed in like
way after the fact.
it was filmed way after the fact. This stuff was like literally filmed at the time.
To me, it also felt like they only touched on like the big names. It was like, here's Tupac, here's Biggie.
No.
here's- I was like,
well, that was part 3. Like everybody you're talking about, where they talked about like where everything
like
came
the
from.
traditional shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
But
in part 1, they talk about all that.
do you ever hear the band? Was it Black Death or just Death?
This band's name is Death. or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Where it's like the black rap members they didn't do rap, but
do
they
metal?
They did metal.
Yeah.
And like there's all this like subclass of hip hop that brought up what hip hop was. Like hip hop never came from the top. Hip hop never came from like, I got money and like I got, I drink Alizé every day, or like, I'm rolling in all these bitches and diamonds and shit. That wasn't what hip hop was. Hip hop was made in like fucking basements. So like every time someone made it out, yeah, they might have been making all those millions, but they weren't making the next thing, the next true development of hip hop. And hip hop always came from people who were like looking at that shit and going, I don't want to fucking do that. I just want to do what feels right to me. And that shit escalated to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing.
Do you feel like you're on the pulse enough to see what's coming up?
Oh, fuck no. I am so out of it. I will say I'm noticing the trends more. The more I make music, the more I'm like, oh, I see this happening.
There's like things that New York really feels like it's like
It's always been
there's
the
some
hub.
like real shit going on in New York. I would love to go there.
Dude, we got blues here unlike the rest of the fucking world. And I'm not talking like 60s, 70s blues. I'm talking like modern blues. Modern blues is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's why Heather and I go to Blues Fest.
Okay.
Yeah, we love that stuff.
Like I don't like the traditional blues. I respect it, but I need it to be more Pantera-y blues. It needs to be
I have no idea what that
thrash. It needs to be in my face and aggressive as shit.
blues?
Yes. Oh my God.
You may have to share.
You mix
who
that
the-
with some EDM.
who are
Oh my God.
you're gonna have to share those bands with
Kim
me.
Dracula. Fuck yeah.
Share it.
That's more jazz.
Well, that's not blues.
I understand. But I got a laundry list of songs.
I went to a blues fest and they started doing blues and like scatting, and I fucking left because I was like, I'm not here for this shit. And I left. I don't like jazz.
So Kim Dracula, he doesn't try to do this to like be weird, but he'll do about 30 to 40 genres per song. He just does it because it's like, well, that's what I want to do. I want to fucking just make weird shit because I like it. And I will tell you, it is the only music I can listen to now outside of the shit that I like making that I actually enjoy listening to because it's so vividly different and engaging as shit.
Share it. I would love to hear these things. This blues metal that you're talking about. That sounds very
blues metal with
intriguing.
like EDM. It's really cool.
That is very intriguing. I would listen to that.
Like
for sure.
southern, like deep southern, hard grunge rock. It's God, it's so hard to explain. Like you know what southern rock is, right?
Yes.
It's got like that chug to it.
Yeah.
Like you ever listened to Mushroom Head? Mushroom Head is basically a
Yes.
metal version of southern rock. But if you add like really beautiful angelic vocals,
Well, that's definitely metal. That's like Nordic metal.
but yeah, it's kind of like Nordic metal, but it's got like that
the jalopy sound.
But then you got the fucking blues elements into it. You got this dirty, crunchy southern blues mixed with real fucking gorgeous
So with like
lyrics.
the slack guitar.
I
It
don't know
sounds-
that
where
term.
it sounds dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
there's no frets on there.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
It's just like
straight. yeah.
Yeah. And if you do it right, like it's so easy to do all this kind of music like weirdly. And
Yeah,
like,
that's like Janis Joplin's type of Janis
I can feel
Joplin,
that.
and as far as like the dirty blues,
Mm.
and I mean it's not metal, but Janis Joplin's dirty blues, and so's C6 Steve.
I don't know that name.
C6 Steve is really big. He was like a hobo that I think actually toured with Janis Joplin. He's
For real?
stayed alive.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And he ended up doing he toured Europe. Like he never made it here, but he was really big in Europe.
I think it's cool that different cultures glom on to different music.
C6 Steve was famous because he had a guitar that only had 3 strings. And I remember he sang a song.
Get the fuck
He's
out,
like,
for real?
He's like, some people got a guitar with 5 strings, but this here guitar has only got 3 strings.
No shit.
Yeah, and it's just him in like a box, and he's playing at some like huge stadium in Europe. Just him in a box. He's the one. He's the big song that I know he did is I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. I love that song.
I went to a nerdcore show on Halloween night. No. I don't fucking remember. Oh, night before Halloween. Night before Halloween.
The Hollow Wicked.
Yeah. It was MC Lars. It was Ben from former Fat Boys. A couple other people I hadn't heard of, but I'm super happy I went to go see him. But there's this one guy. I've only seen experimental music in concert a handful of times. I've gone to a fuck ton of concerts in my life. But experimental music, I've only seen maybe 3. You ever see people who like are actually making the song as they're up there?
Oh, they're building it.
They're
in
like
the thing.
they're actually like making it. They got the drum
Heather's
machines
brother
and
can
everything
do
like
that.
But like, and then go nuts on stage. This dude went fucking ape shit crazy. The closest thing I ever saw to this, I went to a rave back in the early 2000s with Delta 9. Delta 9 was like the darkcore DJ.
I remember you talking about him in the past.
Oh, I love fucking Delta 9. He was so goddamn skilled. But he was doing a house set, like a hard house, a Chicago house set. And he's just like, just getting, everyone's fucking grooving it. And he just starts crying. He grabs the microphone, throws the fucking records away, and he just starts screaming into the mic, and he starts sampling his screaming. And then he brings in like a chainsaw sound effect. And it's just, I remember everyone stopped dancing and just went, we are witnessing fucking art. But it's because the artist was breaking. And he was making like pure fucking magic. It was majestic as hell. And that's what I felt with this nerdcore guy. Like obviously he was not trying to make music that you would sing along to. He would not make music that made you go, yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm bobbing my head to it. It was not his shit. He was just adding all these sound effects that kind of went together. But I was entranced. Absolutely fucking entranced.
I think it's incredible, those people that can like know a deep understanding of the fundamentals of music and the foresight on how to put it together. And then just can do it live there is incredible.
Like producing at home, I fucking get it. You can take your time.
Yeah,
you can
tinker.
fuck up. You can tinker. But doing it live?
And I think maybe that's the response, because I've seen a lot of those people do that. And maybe that's the response to like the mumble rap and stuff like that, because a lot of those mumble rappers, they did that because Jay-Z said that he came in off the street and just like kicked it and then just made it off of what he made. But they didn't realize that like Jay-Z was Jay-Z for a really long time, and also that he's Jay-Z. He's a billionaire because he's one in a million. He's one in a billion. He won in 7 billion. I mean, he's incredibly talented.
I don't see it, but I get it.
I mean, the stuff that he's doing, like that's a one take, and he built it around that. Okay, and then like now let's look at like mumble rap and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's what your average that's what your average superstar is capable of.
It's fucking terrible.
And then there's Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So when I say like he's one in a quadrillion, the guy was pretty incredible what he was able to do.
I'm gonna replace Jay-Z with KRS-One.
Okay.
That motherfucker. If you were to say KRS-One is that number, no question.
He could rhyme on the spot.
Dude, he would come into a booth, spit freestyle, and say, the album's done. And he'd do an album in a night.
He was very capable. I saw him with you. Yeah, and he was incredible.
Yeah.
He was very good. He would literally rap whatever was in the crowd, whatever you threw up.
But it
incredible.
wasn't that gimmicky shit.
It wasn't that gimmicky shit. There's a stand-up comedian guy. He's a white British dude.
I know
that
who you're
does
talking
that.
about. Yeah.
Also, it's incredible.
It is.
But that's cool. But that is also a fraction of the whole thing.
I get it.
Like the look.
I get it.
The look. That's
where I disagree.
The beats, the sound. No, 100%. Hip hop was the trilogy of music, b-boy, and spray painting.
Nope, you're missing 2 more.
What do you think are the other 2?
Hip hop is the lyricist, the b-boy, the DJ, the spray paint artist, and the beatbox.
Yeah, so those are all the things, and I agree with that.
It's called the 5 elements.
Those are all the things.
Yes.
Like if you can be a great lyricist, that's great, right?
Oh, if you can do more than one thing,
Jay-Z was able to do all the things.
Dude, I've gone to a hip hop show where they actually incorporate all 5 things at the same time, and you just stand there watching in awe. like they're painting a mural in the background while the dancers are fucking doing their things, and you got freestyles with the DJ doing freestyle fucking DJ shit, and the beatboxers over the DJs. It is mind blowing, and they got like the live drums and shit going. Oh, fuck, is it cool?
So yeah, I think the Jay-Z's the one who is the grandfather of mumble rap, which is like everybody fell very far from the tree. And the response, because there's not a lot of people, like we're two white boys from the Chicago suburbs, and
I'm
we
not
still
claiming anything,
and we
yeah.
still like this stuff though.
Yeah.
And you know, we grew up with like a really cool time. And whether you liked it, like at the
Holy shit,
time I
yeah.
didn't like it, but that's because I was too stubborn to admit that I liked it. Looking back, I was like, nah, dude, I like that stuff the whole time. I just didn't want to get caught because I wanted to be a heavy metal guy, and I didn't want to be a heavy metal guy that listened to that stuff. But fuck it, dude, like Biggie was the shit, man.
It was so
Tupac
much
was
fun.
the shit.
Everything was fun. I think the moment you push something out because you don't want to be seen doing it, much like bookending our entire conversation about nationalist fucking Christian fundamentalists and being gay. If you're scared of what other people are going to say about you for liking something, that says more about you and the culture that you are surrounding yourself in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like there's some people who are like more liberal and more inclusive that got more exclusive, if I'm saying those right, and it pushed people out
Yeah.
and like rejected other people's values as they got older, which like to me, like
That's weird.
It feels like the opposite. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're not sure of yourself and you're scared about what people will think. And then you just, you know, become an adult and you grow. Like people who aren't growing,
Yeah.
they never got a new pot. They never got something else to have their roots grow in. And that is that. You know what I mean? Like there are definitely people who I understand having conservative values, like farmers and shit like that. It is hard to live that type of life. Now, a lot of those farmers don't exist anymore. Thanks to Donald Trump, a lot of those leaving less now.
It's like less than 10%.
Yeah, there's a lot of those farms don't exist anymore. But like the conservative values and, you know, like pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and making sure that things are on budget and, you know, making sure that you're paying for only the people that you can afford so you can keep the farm and stuff like that. That's kind of a lot of those values. They don't translate to Chicago suburbs very well.
Yeah, you mentioned this last week too about Chicago being like this like weird little amalgamation hub.
It is like a gross thing. But to go back to the thing with Jay-Z, I think with him being the grandfather of hip hop and the backlash to that, like almost like, you know, how like Art Nouveau was the backlash to industrialization.
Pendulism.
Yeah, the pendulum. I think the people who are able to do it on the spot right there in front of you and create art in front of you, I think not only with music, but I think like people who can draw right in front of you,
Yeah.
dude, like in my profession, you'd kill, dude.
You've mentioned this before.
If you can-
how is that a weird thing?
If you can draw
Yeah.
well in front of others, in front of the client, you're going to be able to outdo most people who need computers, even though it's going to look better in the end.
Yeah.
If you can sketch well, like it's real and it's impressive to clients.
You want to do a project? I've been thinking about this for the past week.
An architecture project?
Uh,
I wanted to design your home.
Do you want to design a home?
I've wanted to
I know
design
you-
your home for a long time.
Eventually, I would love you just to pitch me ideas. I don't want you to go through the fucking work. But I have a sketchbook, a blank sketchbook, which is hands down still the sexiest thing on the fucking planet to me.
Okay.
A blank new sketchbook.
Ooh, who's your Moleskine?
No,
Dude, I love
I
Moleskine.
Strathmore.
Strathmore, and Strathmore's good. That's like your good.
Oh, it feels so nice.
Ooh, the Moleskine, dude. There's a reason it's called Moleskine.
Oh, I mean, I know what they are.
And even beyond all those, there's a Japanese one that I have. where they use the dots as opposed to the blanks. Oh my god, dude, those dots! I
know what
wish
you're talking about. Yeah.
I love those. They're like because you have the dots, it doesn't like fill up the page with something. It's not so heavy, but you still have like, especially when you're doing things like what I do, where like requiring such a straight line and everything,
Right,
and like it
right.
really keeps it tight. I love it. Yeah, dude, like I could go to Mitsawa and go to their bookstore and just hang out in their stationery section forever.
By the way, Japanese pronounce the first syllable stronger than the other syllables.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So Mitsuwa.
Mitsuwa.
And the way I remember that is like, you ever hear someone say Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Americans tend to say the second syllable as the stronger one.
So is it Tokyo?
In Japanese, it's Tokyo.
Okay.
It's Tokyo. And then Americans always say Tokyo.
Yeah.
But anyway, not my point. I have a sketchbook. I want to do an art project where you do 1 or 2 pages of a comic or a story, right? And then hand it off to somebody. They continue the story without any guidance whatsoever, other than what's come before.
Will it involve font?
I don't care.
Oh, that does sound fun.
Like your style of art, whatever you want it to be. But it has to be like real. It can't be like programmed.
What do you mean by programmed?
Like it can't be like digital and then tape it in. Well, fuck that. Why am I limiting the
No, I would
world of
definitely-
art to that shit?
I would definitely use
do whatever the
digital.
fuck you want.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
So we need to come up with some rules. Because
Okay.
like if I'd like to get more people on it, but at least start it with you and me.
Yeah, eventually John DeBerg will get involved, and,
Oh!
then you feel embarrassed that you do anything.
I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, it's like,
Fuck it.
oh my
am I a part
god,
of this
why am
anymore?
I doing anything? Why am I embarrassing myself?
Him and I were in a comic together for Graham Cracker. A bunch of artists like submitted like their own little short story, and I worked really hard. It is the comic that I worked the hardest on. Because like I did preliminaries, I did like I went online to find examples of exactly what I was looking for like the perspectives and like the design elements, and I wanted it to be tropey as fuck because I wanted it to be accurate. I wanted fans of what I was trying to get to go, holy shit, I get this joke, and I was so proud of this. I was so happy until I saw John's story. And I was like, why the fuck did I bother? Like, it was so good.
So incredible. Oh my god, dude. When he did the scene that he grabbed out of like one fraction of your comic,
Oh my God.
where the guy he created like arms out of mattresses and turned into Icarus. And I've flown too close to the sun. Like, oh my god, this is amazing. This guy is
Jesus.
incredible.
Yeah, it was mind blowing. So John will have to get into it later.
So I almost prefer to like stick to our corners, and I would love to do a background that you would then be forced to put a thing in.
Oh,
I think I would actually prefer that more. Because instead of
That's
like going,
compelling.
because instead of going back and here we go. So instead of going back and forth in between two different
okay.
organic character styles,
Okay, yeah.
you can almost have two different, where the background is a character and it's almost like two.
Yeah.
Ooh, and it would also be kind of cool if like the background was like eventually like a protagonist or an antagonist. Ooh, if like the background is the antagonist in
Don't
the
keep
story.
going down because the point is to figure it out as you go.
Okay. But I think I would like that.
That's compelling.
And
Now,
then-
I would have to do digital art for that. So
Yeah, and that'd be
instead
fine.
of having a sketchbook, it would just have to be like a digital program, because how you would lay it out, like you would be defining where I could put that other character, or I would have to cut it out and tape it on, thereby destroying part of your art, and I don't want
No,
to do.
we
I don't
can
wanna
do it
that.
digital. And, and it would be, things would go in between different panels and gutters and splash
Yes.
pages and shit like that.
Let's
And
do
you would
this.
just have to kind of fill it in, and I would literally create a world that you'd have to live in.
We need a writer.
Oh, they have like a third person who writes it all.
Yes,
Kevin.
He is a good writer.
He's a very good writer. Kevin or John.
John Filer.
I don't know. Who's John Filer?
So remember when we were doing the short film contest?
Oh, the guy I got into it with?
Yeah,
him?
that was part of it. But John Filer was the one who came up with the idea about the guy who was in cryo sleep. And the one, like, we were going through all the scripts, and his script was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I want to make this. I really want to make this, but it's so goddamn good, we can't. So that's when we did the monster. And it was like, but this script is really fucking good. I can't do this because it'll take like a month just to like get the shit together. It was really good.
I would love to do that, where you just have three people literally doing their own thing. But
Completely
you got to have an order of operations.
Yes, and I was thinking, because if you bounce around too much, one, you'd bounce into traditional, i.e., writing it, then drawing it, which is kind of boring to me because that's a normal fucking plot thing. I like the idea of going back to front.
Back to front.
Ooh, good title.
Well, there's a good title. Write that down. You literally, you would actually do the story backwards. It'd be a Japanese book, essentially, but it wouldn't be a Japanese book. But it'd be back to front.
Well, if we're playing with that motif, if we're playing with physically creating the image from back to front, the three planes, which is typically what you need for parallaxing, background, character and or object, and then story. And then if you told it from the last page to the first page, like Memento, out of order. But in turn, but that's how you would tell it. That's the story you would tell.
I could tell a story visually and spatially in whatever direction I want.
Which plays into our whole motif of time and space being the two beautiful aspects of.
So you'd have one person. I could do a visual story, back to front, spatial story, no words. It's literally just places and time and space over. You would do whatever the character is.
because that's all I can draw. Let's be honest.
Then who would write it?
We would need a writer
And how would they do
understood
it?
story structure, who truly understands story structure.
You could just literally
Start at the end, and they can't.
What if you told them to start in the middle and wrote in either direction?
like a double spiral.
It'd be like
So one's going forward, one's going backward, but they're coexisting at the same time.
if you told him to open up the page in the middle and tell him to tell it's the same story, but he's got to go in either direction from the middle.
What if I might be making this more hard than it needs to be? Because I like that. I like the middle part. What if we just pick random pages?
I don't like that.
Is that too
That is too much.
obtuse?
Yeah, that's because now you're already doing three. You're doing three stories, and the third one is like the way it's written is very experimental. If he has to see what's drawn and what's spatially happening from the center to one direction that are like independent of each other, but still have to fit and then go in the other direction.
So you're saying start with, if there's 100 pages,
He's going to start on page 50.
50, and then you do 49 and 51 and 48 and 52.
However he wants to do it, but he has to.
You have to go first.
No. I would literally I would write 100. I would draw mine as 100 to 1.
Okay.
You're going to draw the person, whoever the protagonists
yeah.
are, or whatever.
From 100.
From 1 to 100.
But that doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
You're talking three different aspects. I see. What you're saying here.
I'm literally going to tell a story backwards.
Yeah.
You're going to see what I have done as the ending of the story.
See, but that defeats the purpose.
Does it?
I think it needs to be one page.
But it's
All
intent.
three of us do it.
No, it's intent.
Right.
Okay, well, hold
Because
on. Go with
I
what you're
can't
saying.
see all 100 of your pages, because then I think of the whole story. The whole point is to this one page, this one moment in time, we are creating a story. How do we build off it from here? So that's why I think you start at 100, 99, 98, 97. But you do the background, I do the character, they write the story. Then the next page, but you have to do in that sequence.
I do the background. You do the character. Somebody writes the story.
Page is done. One page is done. Because if you go out of order, then it's like, for me, well, now I see the whole story, how you moved from 100 to 1. I can go from 1 to 100 doing a normal story. The idea is to be, for lack of a better term, convoluted about it, but try to tie story together in a non-traditional way.
So the reason why I think it's better for me to do a full story than you do a full story is that I have my story will be told and done.
Well, right. That's the point. Is like, but then I have your story as told and done. So that
but
doesn't
mine
give
is
me,
but mine is all just done visually. You're gonna find
mine
a
is too.
No. I will have a full story just done visually of space and time.
Yeah.
That's all that it is.
Yeah,
And
and-
you have to figure out, like, okay, interpret. It's almost like telephone is what I'm recommending. It's like telephone. I'm going to tell a story in space and time.
Yeah.
You are going to interpret my story
Right.
in the other direction.
See, but then I don't get the joy of that mismatching.
You can look at all of it.
That's why I don't like it.
But you have to look at the story
I don't want
and be like, okay, how do I get it from A to B?
See, I don't want that though.
Okay.
I just want to work on B. And then everything comes together. And then you have to do something for A. Then I have to work on A.
Do I get to see what you wrote?
Yeah. Because that would be the whole point. So again, follow with me.
Do we have
Background,
to? Are we coordinating?
How so?
Are we going to ever talk to each other?
We would have to coordinate on when you get the next thing.
Do we?
You cannot coordinate on what the story is or what's happening or anything like that. It's you draw it, I get it. I am not allowed to ask you questions. I have to do
I don't
my
like the-
part to that.
I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea of coordinating.
Yeah. The only coordination I would be is like, when do I get the page? So I can coordinate my week so we can tell the third guy,
Do I ever get to see the page?
oh, yeah.
I don't know if I want to see it. Do I want to see it?
Oh, okay. So that's more compelling, because if you do it, hand it to me. I get to see your background. I put my art to your background, and then the writer builds the story, and I never see what the fucking story is.
And yeah, you
Because
never get to
that-
see what the story
that
is.
that won't inspire me to try to follow that.
The
that
only
story
person who gets to see what the story
is the writer.
Is the
because
writer.
that's their part. They're
So-
telling the story.
Yeah, but that also seems impossible for the writer.
That's the fucking point of this whole thing. The point of it is to tell a non-traditional story in a very non-traditional way.
Yeah, but I think you can make a really compelling background
Yeah.
and character doing
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
but a shit story that'll ruin it
You
all.
possibly could. I don't give a shit. The point of me is to not sell something. The point of me is to have something that I can look forward
No,
to.
but I
drawing.
want a cool
story.
end product. I want a cool end product.
It's cool if it is. It's cool if it's not.
I like the idea that I start on 100 and go to 1. You can look at all of it, but you're starting with 1
Yeah, I don't like that,
and you got to go all the way to 100.
because that just gives me a normal storytelling.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Because all you're doing is seeing a space and time.
Yes, but I get to see the whole thing, which kills the entire.
You
point
have
of
to
the thing.
figure out what the hell's in there.
But I get
no,
the big picture.
But
of
Jay,
it. That's not interesting.
but you have no idea what the story is.
Yeah, exactly.
No, exactly. You have no idea what the story is.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I will have an idea of what this story is. There will be a definitive story that I've told,
That you've told.
that I've
Yes,
told.
yes, and
right?
then- yeah.
And then you're going to have no idea what my story is.
Right, but it's more compelling one at a time because if I see the whole thing, well, cool. Now I have storyboards to put my characters in.
But I want to be able to tell the full arc.
So that right there is what I do not want.
But I want 3 separate ideas.
Yeah.
That all have to. I want 3 ideas that are all on top of each other. I want somebody to look at this and be like, "This is a great overall." But if I look at just the background, it's a totally different story. If I look at just the character, it's a totally different story.
Right.
And when I look at the dialogue, it's literally the glue that holds it together.
Right. Or it's a completely different story.
Or
that
it's a
mismatches,
completely different
and
story that
that's fine.
mismatches.
Yes.
But I want them to be done.
I don't see the joy of that. That takes away from the project for me.
So I think what you're doing takes away from the project.
I want it to be more of a experiment rather than a project.
I mean, even what
my enjoyment is
even
doing
what
it.
I'm saying is an experiment.
No, it definitely is. And
Because you don't know.
why don't we try this with something that's much smaller? Why don't we do 10 pages?
What is let's talk units of comics.
20 to 24, depending.
Yeah, but is there, like, you have comics, and then like the next thing before that would be you got 1 pages,
Yeah.
and then you have
start with 1 page,
and
then.
then you have a comic or like a strip. So you have 3, or you either have a 1.
Or are you talking a strip?
Hold on, you have a 1 or a 3 of the
Okay.
strip world. You have a one page in the comic book world.
Well, in strip, you can go 4 or more, depending on Sundays.
True. So you'll do like 1, 3, full page. Then after 1 page, it goes to 15 to 20.
Or, I mean, you can do shorts too.
Well, I guess that's where I was going with this.
The last comic I did was nine pages.
What would be a short?
I mean, it's an experiment. Let's just fucking do it.
I would be fine with that.
We do it your way. We do it my way. We have 2 different fucking comics.
Yeah. Okay. I think like 10 pager would be fun.
Yeah. I'm not ending the show on that note. I'm the one person listening to this like they just got real quiet. Is a song gonna kick on?
First, they came for the illegal immigrants, and I did not speak out because I was not an illegal immigrant.
Then they came for the asylum seekers, and I did not speak out because I was not an asylum seeker.
Then they came for the homegrown criminals, and I did not speak out because I was not a criminal.
Then they came for habeas corpus, and I did not speak out because habeas corpus didn't matter to me. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. Then they came for the migrant child, chain link crib, razor mile, cages made of silence, isle of denial, trials in a paper pile. Didn't blink, wasn't mine, just another name in a file. But empathy's an ember left smothered beneath the smile. Then they came for the drag queen lips, art in motion, protest kids, color band like contraband, glitter painted as apocalypse. Tore the pages from the scripts, framed their flair as dirty tricks, stripped the stage and blamed the act while preaching family politics.
Starts as whispers under breath, but ends in laws that choke the breath. They mask the hate as common sense, then legislate the final step.
We are the names you tried to burn.
Ashes screaming, colored flames.
We are the truth you couldn't turn.
Your lies can't change what still remains.
We are the echoes in the hall.
Bendy, but never bowed or broke.
We are the rise before the fall.
Your silence broke, but we still fall. Then they came for the teachers, facts in hand, chalk and stand, struck their truths from curriculum, replaced with shame and reprimand. Burn the books, erase the names, shape the world with cloven hands. History whitewashed till the canvas bled a ghosted land. They came for the whistleblowers, coded messages and chains, truth encrypted, zip-tied justice gags and shackles on the brave. Blew the horn and felt the wave, lost their jobs, their homes, their names. They jailed the voice, erased the source, rewrote the crime and called it sane.
Freedom's not in stone, but
breath, and silence makes complicit steps. Each echo's choice, each quiet death is how they stitch a nation's flesh. You watched the storm and stayed inside
While they set fire to the sky.
You held your tongue while angels died,
While justice choked on every lie.
and when they come, it's far too late.
Abandoned, but never bowed or broke.
We are the rise before the fall.
Your silence wrote, but we still spoke. When they came for the artist's hands, murals painted in defiance, graffiti screaming we exist beneath the boots of non-compliance. Art became the crime to fear, brushstrokes branded as alliance of terror, queerness, blasphemy, truth outlawed and purest signs. Then they came for the protest chants, signs held high in twilight haze, peaceful bombs turned felony, flagged by drones and pepper sprays, marked as mobs in viral clips, redacted rage and data frames, filed beneath insurgent tags and ghosted like forgotten names.
Then they came for me, and the sky held still. No footsteps left, no witness will. My voice, once choice, was silent ash in a world where care became the past. Stand now, stand loud
Before they strike again,
Who's left to fight when you look away?
hands up, hearts proud to find the final end.
Your quiet won't keep the dark gate at bay. Each voice they cage is yours, they steal.
But never bowed or broke.
We are the rise before the fall.
Your silence wrote, but we will forever scream.
And yes, the song kicks on.
I love that the endings are never planned. They're always like, oh, that was really good. Let's go with that. I honestly love that. That's one of my favorite parts about doing this with you. It's always like, oh, what's going to happen? Not unlike a comic book that I have no idea what's going to happen with.